You're listening to the Rodney Anderson Radio Show, right here on 1190 AM.
Now let's get to the... See, now you can obviously hear our conversations off the air before.
That's what we talk about.
This is what we do. I wanted to bring in, yesterday we talked about a great topic about, do you have home improvements that don't bring value?
Right.
Yeah.
And right now, spring's in the air. It's been beautiful outside, recently, the last week. And, we wanted to have Stephan Sardone, and he's great.
Yep.
Sardone Construction,
Right.
doing a lot of work out there. If you're looking for somebody that's doing home improvement, major home improvements and all that, construction parts of your home, updating it, you need to talk to these people. They're absolutely fantastic. Welcome to the show, Stephan.
Thank you very much. How are y'all?
Doing well. So yesterday we were talking about stuff that doesn't bring value to your home that is more maintenance work.
Right.
And I'm sure that you help people do a lot of maintenance work on some of this stuff. But let's first talk about housing market is on fire, bringing value. What can I do today other than what kind of projects are going to bring the biggest value?
As I was listening to the show yesterday, a lot of that stuff made a lot of sense to me. Like you said, tools, you spend a lot of money on them, but you're not getting a lot of credit for them. And you mentioned, curb appeal, which is kind of a generic word, but it can bring value. And, curb appeal for me could be as simple as some DIY landscaping. You get some good ideas, you spend a little bit of money, and you just make it look nice, make the front of your house look nice. It could even be, changing that front door. Maybe the brick looks nice and the front door looks shabby. Do something where the wood really pops out, or you do a bright color. These are very simple things that could really, you drive up and you're like, wow, this is interesting. I could do this, Yeah, so for starters, curb appeal.
Yeah, and that front door is a big thing. People don't realize they don't invest money in front doors. And that thing can make it. Also, sometimes your landscaping, honestly, there's too much landscaping in these places.
Yeah.
They need to pull it away and put something cool in there. Simple sometimes is a good way to go. So you're seeing some of those things, the curb appeal, the landscaping, especially during the springtime and all that. We talk about kitchens and everything else. People don't realize there's so much value in making a really cool kitchen and hiring you guys to do work in the kitchen.
Yeah, like y'all said the other day, you need to find a realtor who's really, really good with your area. So you probably have to remodel your kitchen if you've been in your home a while, and you might as well do it for you and enjoy it for a few years versus just do it, 5 minutes before the house. But, if your master bathroom, if your kitchen is outdated, you're going to have to spend the money, and you might as well spend it soon. And you're probably going to get it all back, if it's that old. And you might as well enjoy it along the way, and it'll be the difference between, selling your house for more, but also selling it sooner rather than sit on the market for 6 months because the kitchen's hideous.
Well, and one of the things about the master bathroom, and we talk about the master bathrooms and we talk about the kitchen, is here's the reason why, okay? Other than when you're on vacation, you get ready in your master bathroom every single day. It's a room that you use, 350 days out of the year, okay?
Yeah.
Right? And so people don't put any time in there. If I'm spending 350 days...
365, by the way.
No, 15 days of vacation.
Oh,
Yes.
I got it. I got it.
I'm just counting for the people that are going on vacation or whatever. But if I'm spending 350 days in a master bathroom, then I'm going to make it look good because I know the person that's going to come by my house is going to spend the same amount of time normally in that master bathroom.
Got it.
That's why you bring value in there. The same thing as kitchens. You're going to be spending every day. People eat. Okay, now some people go outside and all that, but somebody normally is cooking in a kitchen, and it's something that is being used every single day.
Right.
Now, if you live in a two-story house and you don't have kids, the upstairs is not being really used a whole lot, unless you have a party. Then you're using it once every couple weeks or once a month or whatever. So I think the biggest thing, Stephan, is focus on the rooms that you're in every single day, and that's going to bring you value, because if you spend time in those rooms, the seller or the buyer of that house is going to spend time in those rooms as well.
Absolutely. And and I tell people, like, you make your bathroom kind of a spa-like experience. Spend a little extra money, make it a retreat. You know, make it a place you want to take a bath. Make it a place you want to sit down and get ready. Make it a place, you know, for a lot of people, this is one of the main times they get to connect with their spouse because they're both getting ready at the same time.
In the bathroom.
Enjoy that.
I connect with my spouse in the bathroom.
But
okay, so what?
Rob's a little bang bang. I'm called boom boom.
Of course. Okay, Stephen. So what Rodney is seeing in the industry here is that people are doing cash out refinances because they want to stay in their home. They don't want someone else's home. They want to stay in their home, do the improvements, stay where they have created the memories, but just make it more livable space, update as the kids get older or leave the house or whatever's happening, or you're newlyweds starting to have children. So that's the main reason that people are opting for cash out refinances.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing it in the Lake Highlands area, and I know you do a lot of work in some of the Lakewood, Lake Highlands areas and all that, Steve. Lake Highlands area. I mean, if you looked at comparables in there and you looked at homes that have been updated versus homes that have not been updated, there is a huge value discrepancy. And many times when you put $1 of remodel into that home, you're going to get $1.50 or $2 back. And when I mean $1 of remodel, I mean $1 spent, $20 spent, or $20,000 spent may get you $25,000, $30,000, $40,000 out, depending on the room, depending on what it's done. So you don't want to over improve too much, but many of these areas, the Lakewood areas, I mean, a lot of these areas, Stephen, you put some money into it, you're going to get some money out of it, so it's not wasted. But you got to make sure there's a difference between doing it like that in the rooms that you're improving versus the maintenance that you're improving.
Yeah, and you know, it's like you said, when you're remodeling and you're thinking about somebody's going to come in and want to buy this one day, what we find is buyers have never been lazier, which is great. Meaning we know exactly what they want, and what they want is everything, and they don't want to fix anything. So if you could walk into your house and say, "This is great, I don't have to change it," then probably chances are somebody else will too. And you know, that's going to be the most attractive thing to buyers because they just don't want to come in and redesign a bathroom in the kitchen unless they're really just a unique person like that. So yeah, when your clients are getting ready to sell, you know, I would say, can you walk into your house and say, "This is ready to go. I wouldn't change a single thing about it." That's probably what these other people are thinking too.
Yeah, the other thing, Stephen, I mean, honestly, some people don't need you. Because if they just removed all the clutter and the crap in there, they would have the room, and they don't need you. Yeah. You know, you walk into these homes, and some of them have so much stuff in there, they do need you or they don't need you. And if people just got rid of all that stuff, I mean, how many times do you see where people have so much wasted space just because of clutter?
Yeah, a lot. I think, you know, home stagers are great in this regard. They're going to clean it all up. They'll lighten it up. They'll put some nice lamps in there. And they might even convince you to go buy a bucket of paint at Sherwin-Williams and clean the joint up, and the house looks brand new.
Yeah, and the other thing I think is really important, and when you're hiring somebody like yourself, lighting outside. Lighting makes a home during the evening. I mean, when you're sitting there selling a house, and if you're thinking about buying a house in the neighborhood, you're not driving by sometimes during the day when you're at work. You're driving by at nighttime. Yeah. And I want you to go through these neighborhoods and drive through a couple blocks and look what houses are going to have the most appeal to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's good money that you can spend on things. Stephen, where does everybody find you, sir?
SardoneConstruction.com.
All right. He's fantastic at what he does. If you're thinking about remodeling your house, doing some major work out there, give Stephen a call. Stephen, thanks for being with us as always.
Thanks a lot, guys. It was a blast.
Thanks,
all right,
Stephen.
Thanks,